nipped in the bud, and the police can stop, and white people can stop killing and shooting unarmed black people. Period.
No. Period.
Period.
Period. Period.
But R.I.P. George Floyd. They have arrested the other 3 officers that were allegedly involved. So, I mean, these are steps in the right direction towards justice. However, we cannot celebrate just yet because we need convictions.
Right.
So,
we need convictions. Straight up.
What do you think about your president and him tweeting, "You loot, we shoot," and tear gassing peaceful protesters in Washington, D.C. to cross the street to take a photo with the Bible in his hand, like Hitler did in front of a church, in front of a Catholic church?
I ain't seen that. I gotta see that. I ain't seen that.
But I just told you what happened.
You told me, but I gotta see it.
Do you have to see that he actually had people tear gas?
No, what you mean he had people tear gas? I would tear gas people too out there trying to tear up my shit.
They were peaceful.
No.
Now listen, we don't want you to get canceled.
No, I ain't talking about that. Like, no. Now look, listen thing. Straight up, I'm just being real with y'all, man. Like, I love my people. I love my black people. I love all people, just being straight up. But I really love my black people because, we're together. But this the thing, y'all. If I had a place of business,
they were peaceful. You didn't hear what I said.
Oh no, the people.
Those people were peacefully protesting. He just wanted them to move out of the way so he can go across the street to have his photo op. Now there was a lot of tear gassing, rubber bullets of peaceful protesters. No, there was a handful based on my eyesight.
If that happened, listen to me. If that happened, and we got video footage of that happening, that police department who allowed that and did that should be sued by every one of those victims that was involved.
They should be, but it's beyond that. Like, it's beyond like suing. It's just like,
fuck that. You gotta hit them with a pocket.
You have to, but this is not okay because there was a lot of peaceful protests going on and the police shooting into the crowd with rubber bullets.
So baby,
the police running, NYPD running through the crowd with their cars.
I saw that. Yeah, they should be sued. Because other than that,
stealing supplies.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's what they say.
But what I'm saying is, like, there was more peaceful than looting.
Right, but the way you do that is you get the cops called out on everything bad they did, and so whatever they did to the peaceful protesters, they should have to pay for it. They didn't kill them, so we still have an opportunity.
Some people did die. Some people did lose their lives.
For who? Oh yeah, that one guy got shot. But that right there is just ridiculous. Like, I feel like nobody should ever die in conversation with a cop unless they trying to kill the cop first. And the cop need to let them honestly be trying to kill them. You know what I'm saying? Not because you scared. Like, they have to have a reasonable cause. Then you choose to have that job. So you need to hold yourself to the under of that badge. And if you can't help someone, call for backup. And it's that simple. But they just renegades. That's what's going on.
In a perfect world, that would be the case. But unfortunately, it's not.
Perfect.
And they're raised. They fear us.
Yeah, they do fear us.
They fear us, and a lot of them that's the reason why they go and be cops, so they can police black people.
But to be honest with you, to be totally honest with you, and in my world, and with my world, I try to consider to be perfect. Everybody get what they want, pretty much, besides the racist people. But in my world, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you're gonna police the neighborhood, you need to know the neighborhood, and what I mean by that, you should possibly live close to that area or grew up in that area. If you didn't, you don't need to be in there. Because just by you growing up in that area or you living in that area, the people's going to have a different respect for you. You wasn't always a police. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to possibly know you as a youth, possibly know you as a member of that community. You know what I'm saying? So when you choose to police that community, it's a different love for it. It's a different passion for the people there. So you have an understanding. And instead of you coming in there alarmed and alert, like, you should always be alert, you know, because I'm even always alert. But instead of you coming in there alarmed or afraid, you coming in there prepared because you know how to react to these people. That's what I really feel like. I don't give a fuck if you white or black. If you know the people, you should be cool. Look at Officer fucking Norman in Little Rock, Arkansas. Officer Norman is
Where
white
is
as fuck.
Officer Norman?
He in Little Rock.
He's still around?
Yeah, I don't honestly know if he's still a cop, but he is still around because he blew up off that shit.
I haven't seen Officer Norman.
Yeah, but Officer Norman, he was a white cop, but he knew how to interact with the black community. You know what I'm saying? And how you interact with the black community, you respect them. That's all we want. We want
Officer
fucking
Norman is an anomaly right now. Hopefully, people like Officer Norman can be more of an everyday police officer interaction. That would be super dope. However, they have to want it. Like, they have to want to be one with the people. That way it makes your job easier, but I don't think they really are grasping just that fact that if you get to know the community, you get more than trying to police the quote unquote police the community and renegade the community and be a bully in the community. Right. Like, you get more with that. But they have to understand that concept, and they have yet to do that.
Like, even me, like, you know what I'm saying? I done went to jail a few times. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And it's the thing, y'all.
Tickets.
Every time. Nah, just tickets. You don't even want me to bring it up. But every time I went to jail, man, like, you know what I'm saying? I knew I was going to jail. And so, with me knowing I'm going to jail, I'm not fucking resisting. I'm not restraining. I'm getting prepared to fucking make bail and get the fuck out of there. That's the key too, guys.
But I think that's the problem too. Like,
so go ahead.
You don't have to necessarily be resistant. Like,
man,
in order for them to use excessive force on you.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Like,
I disagree.
I'm just being real with you. Because, like, let me tell you. In my interactions with the cop, and I had tons of interactions with the cops, man. Tons of interaction with the cops, and they not shit. I don't have tons of interactions with the cops. And majority of my interactions, I want to say about 70% of them were like bad interaction where, like, you know, it was like, you know, racist cop or a cop accusing me of something or a cop feeling some kind of way about me already. But every time, man.
Because you're black?
Of course. It's not just because I'm black. It's because I'm black. I got dreadlocks. All that kind of shit.
But primarily because you're black.
Of course. But
you're black, you have dreads, you're tall, you're bigger than them.
Of course.
You are a licensed carrier. Yeah, so you are so that's why I'm gonna let you tell you a story. But that's why
you're talking too much already.
But that's why I'm not talking too. Don't ever tell me that. I'm the big shit talker.
No, you talking about, I'll tell you later.
Okay, my bad. So you're already a threat. Like, you're a huge threat. So you have all of these variables.
So, with me knowing this, with me knowing how much of a threat I am, and me being intelligent about it, I know that in this encounter with this cop, I gotta not give them the upper hand. I gotta pretty much show them that I demand respect. And how I demand respect, I don't have to raise my voice. I don't have to do any of that. I mean, I have raised my voice, but not while I'm yelling at them. It's just like, you know, if they're trying to
asserting yourself.
Yeah, or asserting
like
myself.
I'm a man. You a man. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation man to man.
Exactly. But I'm not yelling at them because with them, you got to have control. You know, that's the key with them, because if they don't have the control of the situation, who has control of the situation?
Or at least think they have control
or
of the
at least think they have. And that's what I'm saying. When you're a smart thinker, I know ways that I can make you feel like you have control, but in reality, I still have control. And that's why this is going to go smooth. You're going to go home, and I'm definitely going to go home. And that's what we're going to have. And in every situation with the cops, y'all, like, they always, even the racist ones, the ones that want to fucking cuss me out, piss, you know, spit in my face, they can't, because with righteousness and being 100%, when I say 100% being solid about something, they can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and every encounter where I wasn't on my square and being 100%, they got me. And it was my fault because I wasn't on my shit. And that's what I mean about, like, having a warrant. You know what I'm saying? That I thought I did. I mean, I did take care of, but because of a clerical error, I had to fucking go to jail for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But with me being a person, I wasn't tripping about it. You saw it. You saw me there. This motherfucker disrespected my mother. You had a smile
on your face.
I mean, like because it's because I knew I played them motherfuckers. I didn't play into their game.
Right.
It was two motherfuckers. You know what color they were. I don't have a race thing, y'all. Some people do have a race thing, but I love all people.
I mean, we gotta tell the story so that way we know what.
But yeah, it was two young white cops in Henderson. They pulled me over on New Year's for some bullshit. I was taking my mother out of Walmart. They pulled me over, and I had a ticket in Vegas that was taken care of. I had a lawyer on it, everything, but somehow they had a fucking clerical error, took me to jail. But the whole time they pulled me over, they was being rude. They was talking shit about me smelling like weed. That's every time. About me smelling like weed. They was talking shit about my mother-in-law being rude, being aggressive. He was being aggressive toward my mother-in-law, and I told him, I said, you can't talk to her like that. She's an older woman. She's black. She don't see some things. She don't went through some things. You don't talk to her like that. You can y'all can talk to me. You know what I'm saying? But like once I established that with them, they had to respect me. And then like when they saw like, you know what I'm saying, like in the car I'm intelligent. I'm not no dummy, you know what I'm saying? Like they want to talk to me now. I don't want to fucking talk to y'all though. You know what I'm saying? They want to have a conversation. Like, you know, I wasn't trying to be, you know, rude to you or nothing. I wasn't trying to be this. You know, I'm just doing my job. Every time, like I promise you, like every time that a motherfucking cop trying to be an asshole, they always have to end up apologizing to me. Now that was one time though. I got pulled over at Walmart. We had just got one of the cars, and I had them paper tags on there. And I got pulled over by Walmart, and it was a young cop. I could tell he was like a rookie cop. But when he came to my door, y'all, this motherfucker was so nervous. His hands were like
That's
shaking.
That's scary.
And then, let me tell you what that. When he came to my door like that, I was like, bro, you got to calm down. I told him that. You know what I'm saying? I said, bro, you got to calm down. I said, I ain't no criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know why you pulled me over. So let's just handle this. You can go and I can go. Right. I got everything you need. Right. But like once I, you know, helped him, because these motherfuckers just doing a job. Some of them just doing a job. Maybe their daddy was a cop. They just trying to not be a fucking, you know, a failure. Yeah. So I got to do what I know. Yeah. You know, my daddy put me in this shit. I really don't want to do this shit though. Right. But, you know, I'm a shoe in. And like, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? So like, my thing is, I'm not going to make it worse for you. Don't make it motherfucking worse for me. You know what I'm saying? So, in every situation, I always had control. There ain't never been one. Even when I went to jail, I still had control. I just knew I'm about to go to jail. And I got to get the fuck out. And every time, like, I promise you, like, even when I didn't go to jail, I did some shit, y'all. I'm talking about speeding, like 60 and a motherfucking 30, like, all that shit. And put over by white cops. And majority of the time, that they always tell me, like, you're different. Like, not trying to say, like, I'm, like, you know what I'm saying, like, perfect or I'm Uncle Tom or nothing like that, y'all. It's just, like, I'm solid about what I know. And I know I understand these motherfuckers are doing a job, y'all. It's an understanding. Now, some of them ain't. Some of them, I really feel like the police is infiltrated. I just ain't had no experience with one of them motherfuckers who out there to, like, just be cause mayhem.
They're on a hunt.
And kill. You know what I'm saying? But even with those, like, I really feel like, y'all, in my heart, I really feel in my heart that if you're being righteous and you're doing what you're supposed to do, and what I say about that, you're not reacting to it, you being solid to it, and you just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like God gonna protect you. I feel like God not gonna let nothing harm you.
So, for our listeners that maybe have had trauma early on with the police, interactions with the police, and maybe they don't have these skills or these trainings on how to deal with police. Like how did you learn this? How did you find this out? Like where'd you get that from?
Like, to be honest with y'all, like I watched a couple of videos. Because, like, they did it, like, making a joke. But it was, like, a real safety video. Because it was, like, how to encounter with a cop if you're black, pretty much. And it should make sense. It was, like, you just got these motherfuckers are scared of you, pretty much. You already know this. They fear. They fucking heart is racing right now. So your best job, you ain't got to be no bitch. Just let them know, man, hey, it's all good. I'm not one of those, bro. I'm not running from you. Like, I'm not even scared of you. Like, for one. Right. So let's make this shit smooth, bro, for you and me. And how I do it, y'all, let me tell you, and it's gonna help you anyway. Like, I let down when they pulled me over. I let down all my car windows. I ain't trying to hide shit. I let down all my car windows. I turn off the car. I hold the fucking key out the window. I ain't finna run from you. I ain't scared of you. And most of the motherfuckers